And the 8th round of India-China military and diplomatic level talk is expected to take place next week to discuss disengagement in Ladakh, even as armies of two countries prepare for snow and winter deployment along the 1,597-kilometer line of actual control. India and China are not impatient over a resolution on the friction points, but have decided to keep the dialogue or channels opened at both military commander and diplomatic levels. In such a scenario, the 8th round of India-China military and diplomatic level talks is expected to take place next week. The talks are also aimed at preventing any vertical escalation on the friction points, either due to an accident or aggressiveness of an individual commander. While the People's Liberation Army has proposed that both sides withdraw armored and artillery units as part of de-escalation first and then go for disengagement of infantry, the Indian side is very clear that armored units cannot be withdrawn as it will give advantage to the adversary due to the terrain and capability. The issue is that the Indian Army's approach to both north and south bank of Pangong So is through two very high mountain passes, the 17,590 feet Changla and 18,314 feet Marsimek La, while Changla lies between the road from Leh to the contested south bank of Pangong So. Marsimek La lies between the contested north banks of the lake and Konkala. The road from contested Gogra Hot Springs near Konkala to North Pangong So runs through Marsimek La. A senior official said if India were to withdraw its armor unit from south of Pangong So to beyond Changla or beyond Marsimek La, then they will never reach back to the contested points in the worst case scenario, as both the passes are blocked by heavy snow till April every year. The PLA, on the other hand, have an advantage as they have a 6-lane Khaskar-Lhasa highway just 10 kilometers from both Marsimek La and Konkala, with roads running right up to their post. While PLA launched aggression in Galwan Valley, Gokra Hot Spring and north banks of Pangong So in April-May this year, the Indian Army was able to preempt their moves south of Pangong So to occupy the Rizangla-Rinchenla ridge line in last week of August. The situation continues to remain tense as the PLA is deployed in full in occupied Aksai Chin as well as in depth areas of the Chengdu and Khaskar. PLA's Air Force is continuing with its combat patrols in the area with nearby air bases active. Given the circumstances, the Indian Army and the PLA are deployed on the contested points, with a distance being maintained so that any chance of accident is ruled out. Indian medical facilities have come up along the LAC so that victims of high-altitude sickness get immediate treatment and not wait for heli-lift to a specialized hospital at Hundar in Partapur. Bureau Report.